before I go back to the phones, I noticed a series of posts on YouTube today, a series of comments that began with a defense of Reverend Stephen Sizer, who has been not just a militant opponent of Israel, but a man who has been criticized for even anti-Semitic remarks. He made a crazy statement attacking Messianic congregations years ago. And I did a mini debate with him on Moody Radio. And in the midst of it, I quoted those words back to him. I quoted his words back to him. And he said I never said that. He denied it. This is a very ugly statement, very ugly. I think that, any Messianic congregations are an abomination to God, something like that. I said, actually, you said it on this day. It was a Q&A session. I went through it. He goes, well, I'm at home with that. I'm at home with that. I referenced this the other day. So someone said I owed him an apology. Well, everything I said is accurate, and I pray for his repentance. So then I noticed that this person had posted a bunch of things. So I want to read one of them to you. This was on YouTube, and the fellow goes by a Zog name. Okay. So he's responding to my video on how do we find unity in Jesus. So here's what he posted. How do we find unity in Jesus in the midst of our political difference? It would help if you, Dr. Brown, would openly confess that excusing the indisputable evils of the avowed enemies of Christ-likeness is unquestionably evil, and consequently, you are not a voice of moral control and spiritual revolution. Now, I don't know if he was referring to supporting Israel or the fact that I voted for Donald Trump, but yet will differ with him on different fronts. All right. I'm not sure exactly, but because all of his other comments were really Israel attacking and even some crossing some ugly lines with Jewish people, so that they just got removed because of the spirit of what was being said. Disagreement is welcome. We have hundreds of thousands of comments over the years. I haven't counted them, but I'm sure it's up to that by now, or I imagine it is. Disagreeing. And they're welcome. Go for it. Have at it. We welcome it. Call in. We welcome it. But when they cross lines of ugliness or false accusations, we do our best to catch those and stop them from being posted, because we don't want to be a platform for that kind of stuff. So by standing with Israel, I am therefore not a voice of moral, cultural, and spiritual revolution. And you say, by the way, how do you handle attacks like that? Oh, I feel bad for the people, but the attacks encourage me because it's the opposite of what's being said. When I recognize that something is wrong or false, I turn it around as a prophetic encouragement from God. So this to me is God saying to me, yes, son, you are a voice of moral, cultural, and spiritual revolution. When the person coming with an ugly, the other stuff was ugly, that was posted and false and wrong. So when you see that, okay, if the spirit of falsehood is telling you go left, then the spirit of truth is telling you go right. If the spirit of falsehood is telling you you're worthless, the spirit of truth is saying you have great worth in God's sight. So I just turn the lies and the attacks into positive words of encouragement from heaven.